Whoa, okay. Can you guys hear me? That's good. All right, so I'll just open up real quick by just quickly introducing myself. I'm Emark Malavolti. I'm 27. I'm from a family of 22 kids. Yes, 22 kids. 18 adopted, 4 biological. We got blacks, whites, Mexicans, Asians. So I always say we have our own little united nation. So it's like perfect, right? But no, it was really interesting growing up because, hey, when we played sports, we had actual teams. So like that was, I mean, right? That was like the best part of growing up. And plus, if you were ever pissed off at somebody, there was still like another half of them that you were friends with. So it was perfect. But yeah, I was homeschooled, moved to Freeport, currently live there, went to college out there, graduated a couple years ago with a degree in wind turbines. If anybody doesn't know what that is, it's a gigantic, tall thing that turns and makes electricity. I always have to explain that. You know. Yeah, I did youth ministry for several years for the Diocese of Rockford. Then I worked factory jobs, retail jobs, healthcare, did everything really. And then about a year and a half ago, started this business, been doing that full-time since, and it's really exciting because it's growing very rapidly. And so when Alex asked me to come and talk, I'm like, yeah, I have a big mouth, I can do that. So with that being said, let me go ahead and show you, remind me later. Okay, here's like a quick summary of the business, and then I'll bore you by explaining what I just showed you, right? Hi, my name is Emark Malavolti, founder, creator of this product right here, Fresh To Go. What Fresh To Go is, it's an oral hygiene convenience packet. It consists of a mint, gum, toothpick, and floss, just really all things necessary for oral hygiene when you're on the go and just very busy. It's also been customized for various businesses, and it can also be found at beverage and food establishments like Higher Grounds Coffee here in Freeport, Illinois. Now, Higher Ground serves great coffee, breakfast, and lunches. All things that Fresh To Go would be very convenient to have after you're done eating. I'm just so thrilled to announce our partnership with Rolling Hills Progress Center located in Lanark, Illinois.
My name is Brandon Rumler, and I'm the Executive Director with Rolling Hills Progress Center. For over 40 years, the main goal of Rolling Hills Progress Center has been to provide real, meaningful work for individuals with disabilities living throughout our community. One of our biggest obstacles over those 40 years has been finding work that fits the skill set of the individuals with disabilities that we serve. Fresh To Go has provided us with the opportunity to continue to provide work to the individuals with disabilities that we serve, and we're excited to partner with Fresh To Go to produce this product.
And I'm excited about this partnership because we get to give job opportunities to individuals with disabilities. And that really makes me excited to be the owner of this business and to be supporting my community and the people in it. So every time you buy a Fresh To Go, please keep in mind you're not just buying a product, but you're really supporting people in your community with disabilities. So thank you so much for supporting Fresh To Go. Look for it in your nearest store and restaurant. Fresh To Go! I don't know the guy, but I heard he's pretty cool. So, so let me just break things down real quick. How I even thought of the product, right? Any beef jerky fans in the house? Yeah. Any coffee fans? Yeah, okay, things like that, steak, ribs, all those good things. So I wanted to start a beef jerky business about a year and a half ago. And as anybody knows who likes to eat beef jerky, there's 2 problems. 1, it just gives you an oral hygiene you don't want. And 2, it gets stuck in your teeth and it's really annoying. Right? It's like theater popcorn. It tastes the best, but it's like a nightmare eating it because you spend the rest of the time trying to get it out of your mouth, and it's really annoying. So I wanted to start this company, but then I'm like, how am I even going to compete with the big companies out there where everybody knows them. So what's gonna make somebody buy my product versus those guys? And they're known nationwide, right? So I immediately started thinking how I could add more value to my product. Because at the end of the day, if you have a business, the reason why somebody chooses you over the next guy is the amount of value you add to them, right? So I just started thinking along those terms, and I'm like, how can I add more value with my product by being a small company that the big guys perhaps are not offering to customers? So I started thinking of the problems with beef jerky, and like I said, it gets stuck in your teeth, it gives you bad oral hygiene. So I said to myself, what about I stick a gum and a mint and a toothpick in the bag? I'm like, well, that looks really crappy. That would not look nice. So then I'm like, what if I just package those things together? And this was the result of the process. And I said to myself, I bet I would want this thing when I'm eating popcorn, when I'm eating steak, when I'm drinking coffee, not just beef jerky. So I'm like, I bet I'm not the only one who would think this way. So literally at the time, I didn't have a car. I just literally got on my bike with a backpack, and I'm biking door to door of restaurants and businesses. Hey, I have this product. What's your thoughts on it? Not even trying to sell them on it. What's your thoughts on it? Would you even buy this? And some of them would say yes, some of them would say no. But either way, I would ask them why they said yes, why they said no. Just because I already know what I think, I'm more interested in what you're thinking, right? So through about a year and some months of doing that, far and wide, mainly in Freeport and other surrounding communities, but when you're one guy without a car and a bike, Freeport becomes a very big place, so do other small towns. So, I had some friends that helped throughout that process as well. So within the year that I've created Fresh To Go, it's really taken off now because I've just gotten so much positive feedback from customers, clients, especially ladies. I mean, I remember thinking, Fresh To Go is going to be big because a lady said to me, "This is so cute, I need it for my purse." The minute those two words came out of her mouth, because I have 9 sisters, and the purse is a very sacred space, right? If anything makes it in there, boy, it's gold, right? So I'm like, boy, this is exciting. So I just really started asking more ladies, and so they said, come up with a more attractive display to put it in this, because before I just literally had like a somewhat of a shoebox that I was selling the product into businesses and restaurants. And they loved the product. They were buying it. People were using it. But they said, hey, man, this takes too much space. Everybody's fighting for counter space. We need something more elegant, more classy, something that has value and more decor to our countertop, not a box. So for the longest time, I couldn't think of something. I couldn't afford what was out there because, well, I'm a startup business, right? And if that's one thing we have in common is, the money not being there. So I went on a competition called the Freeport Fish Tank. I won that competition and got some startup capital, invested in some very fine displays, and on back to those places. And they're like, thank you so much. But with that, the product has really taken off wherever I go. Really, the thing I'm missing right now for Fresh To Go is distribution. I have the manufacturing down. It's myself in my eye right now, going door to door still, setting up meetings and selling it to wherever I go. Now, the nice thing about it is the product sells itself, so there's not much I need to say. If you look at this and you don't know what it is, well, chances are it's not something you're going to want in your store, because if you couldn't explain it to yourself, I'm not going to waste your time in doing it for you. It's so simple, right? So with that being said, I have it in restaurants, bars, salons, barbershops, really anywhere. Wherever there's people, this product can be, right? So that's really the breakdown of how I created this product and where it's at. Now, my future for the product is I mean, everybody drinks, everybody eats, right? So, I mean, if you're asking me, what's your target market? Well, you and your neighbor and your brother and your mom and your dog too, who knows? So yeah, that's really where I'm trying to go with this product. Hotels, airlines, cruise lines, casinos. I mean, around here, people don't think twice about paying 75 cents for this, but you go to Chicago and Las Vegas, I mean, people throw $2 at this in a heartbeat because $2 to them is our 75 cents, right? Yeah, so I'm really trying to go national with this product through those avenues. There's over 1 million restaurants in the US, and how awesome would it be if this product was there as a convenience to the customer when they get done eating, drinking, whatever it is, right? I mean, just to carry with you, just to have on you, whether you're at a meeting, social encounter, date, whatever it is, it's just extremely convenient. So probably the best feedback I've gotten from the product, I was at we call it Cruise Night in Freeport, and there was a bunch of tents and car shows and whatnot, and business had ordered these from me, and I made like 1,000 of them for him and customized it to his name, right? So what he did was go around the show and put the Fresh to Go at every booth that had food. And now I'm in line waiting to get like my steak sandwich, and there's 2 ladies in front of me, and they see the product, and they're like, oh my gosh, this is genius. I wonder who created this. Is awesome. Now I'm just taking it in. They don't know I'm the guy, and I'm just taking, just like kind of interiorly like, I'm the guy, So it was awesome just to hear that, because it gives affirmation and confirmation to the hard work in creating this product. That is something people actually want and they need. So with that being said, if you guys have any questions, I think...
Let's give E-Mark a hand for his presentation.